Hello friends, welcome to this channel. Today in this video we will talk about mountains. The content of the video is how mountain formed, types of mountain and rough sketch of the important ranges of the world. So we will start with how mountain formed. See, in earth crust we have inside the earth we have two type of forces. One which will act in a tangential direction means compression and tension, and another one which will act in a radial direction means from inside to outside or outside to inside. So the forces which are responsible for formation of mountains are tangential forces means compressions and tensions. Orogenic movements means the movement which are responsible. Now, types of mountain. When this tangential forces will act on the earth crust, these type of mountain will formed. Fold mountain, block mountain, volcanic mountain and residual mountain. So we'll start with fold mountain. Now the fold mountain will occur when a compressive stress is set up in the earth crust. Means when this compression, when earth crust will get compressed, then the crust will behave in a overfold, either in overfold manner or in recumbent manner, thrust, overthrust and nape. So we can see under the overfold I have made one diagram. We can see that overfold means the upper crust is just above the lower crust, and recumbent means it's slightly ahead, it's slightly overcoming the lower crust, and subsequently in rest of the stages. So nape means upper crust is almost floated over the lower crust. So these are the characteristics of the fold mountain. These are mountains of great height, and these are the most widespread mountains all over the world. And examples of these are Himalayas and Alps. Block mountain. Block mountain will form when faulting will happen. Now there are two types of faulting. One is normal fault, reverse fault. In this diagram we can see that normal fault, when the one of the block will slide down because of compressive force, and in reverse fault block will slide up because of the force. In this diagram we can see how block mountain formed. The graben part, if we can see, the block has slided down because of the compressive force, and the sideway the block is already in a higher level, and so this is known as host, and it is known as block mountain, and the graben part it is called a rift valley. So example of this is Black Forest of Rhineland in Germany, and another example of reverse, and second diagram is of example of reverse fault. Um in this resultant is a narrow valley because of the sides are eroded away, so it will result in a narrow valley. Example of this is African Rift Valley. So next we see, so this is the geometry of fault. So in this we can see that if the block is sliding down, so how much is slided down, the horizontal displacement is known as throw, and the vertical displacement is known as heave, displacement of the block moving down, and the angle of the strike fault plane, and the angle of fault plane with the horizontal plane is known as dip angle. Next type of mountain is volcanic mountain. So when the volcano will erupt, after eruption it will leave like a mountain type of structure. So these are known as volcanic mountain. Example is Mount Fuji in Japan and Mount Mayo in Philippines. Next is residual mountain. So when the structure is eroded or weathered away by natural forces, the leftover residual is known as residual. If it is having a characteristic of mountains, it is known as residual mountains. Example is Monadnock in USA. These are the important mountain ranges of the world. So we can see Rocky Mountain in North America, Andes in South America, Atlas in Africa, Himalayas in India and Nepal, Ural Mountains in Russia, and Great Dividing Range in Australia. So friends, that's it for this video. Please let us know your opinion about this video, and we are committed to make a video on demand. So if you want us to make a video on a topic which you like, we'll definitely make it. So friends, thank you.